the Nigerians joining online, and those in person here with us, the Indonesians, the Pakistan, the Somalian, and all other participants joining us on YouTube Live and the team. You are highly welcome to this great program. Before I explain what the program is all about, as well as issue the instructions about the program, I would also like to instruct all participants present here at the treaty room to please kindly switch off their speakers and mute the microphone for smooth communications. Thank you. It is obvious that we are aware that COVID-19 has systemically impacted the educational system, leading to a new paradigm shift that exposed the strengths and the weaknesses of our skills and knowledge to digital learning. So in the process, a lot of innovations and applications were introduced and utilized. Therefore, it is important to sustain such progress, to sustain this progress, and this what brought us to the idea of hybrid learning. Similarly, we mentioned that this program is divided into 4 divisions. The first division will be an introductory part where Muhammad Shukri Pitri will be explaining on the literary idea of hybrid learning. The second part will be delivered by Dr. Suhailat Muhammad Noor on the hybrid teaching and presentations using PowerPoint, Classpoint, and Team. The third sections will be delivered by Associate Professor Dr. Ratnaria Bint Walid, where she will be sharing her experience using online learning as well as Team, Microsoft Team. And the third section, which will be the final section, will be with Faidat Yushau, where she will be sharing her experience on MindMap of interview discussion with the Dr. Norapida Ismail. Moreover, the link for the attendance and the certificate will be provided on due course at the chat box. Once again, you are highly welcome to this program. Thank you. Okay. Uh, okay. Okay. So you are all welcome once again. And in particular, I would also like to inform you that our operational center that has to do with the YouTube live streaming is in the Indonesia. They are perfectly working. And I also like to welcome once again some of the Nigerian friends and colleagues here with us, the Somalian once again, and the Pakistanis also here. I would also like to appreciate and welcome our guest speaker, Dr. Suhailat, is also here with us, Dr. Nora Pida, which earlier she had an interview with one of the organizers, which she will be sharing her experience on the 4th sections of the program. I would also like to appreciate the presence of Dr. Ratnaria, which is also here with us, which she will also be sharing her experience on the second sections or the third sections of the program. So I would like to hand over to Suzanne, which will be discussing which will handle the other part of the activities. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jibril. Currently, without wasting our time today, we will continue our first presenter, Encik Muhammad Fitri. Um, Encik Fitri, kindly continue your knowledge regarding hybrid learning so they can have a in-depth knowledge regarding what is hybrid learning is all about. Thank you.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Very good afternoon to everyone and good morning to those following from outside Malaysia. I understand we have many from Nigeria and also quite a number from Malaysia. And so my name is Muhammad Fitri bin Muhammad Shukri. I just want to make sure, can everyone listen to me at this moment? Is it okay now? My voice clear? Okay. So this is quite for me myself as the organizer of this event. Okay, hybrid learning is very new and very unique even to those who have used technology for teaching and learning for a long time. Okay, because previously for those who like to use technology, it's about teaching in class using technology, but the student will be using for example in computer lab or be using technology when they go back home. Okay, those who have access to technology. Okay, and for most of us, those who are teaching either at school or in university or in college. Okay, before the pandemic, if you everyone can remember, before the pandemic we were teaching face to face as usual inside the classroom, inside the lecture hall. Okay, or even maybe outside in in the field, wherever it is, without much use of technology. So it's something normal for all of us. We have and if you are a teacher, you have been trained to teach face to face in class. If you are a lecturer, you have been trained how to teach in a large lecture hall and also in a small tutorial group room. Okay. Uh, However, because of the pandemic, COVID-19, the unforeseen COVID-19 pandemic, and the whole world had to be shut down, locked down, and we find ourselves suddenly in a totally different, unexpected situation where we had no choice for most of us but to teach distant learning, meaning you will be sitting in one place and your students or your fellow teacher and educator will be sitting in another place. And because of the COVID-19 pandemic, there's a wide gap between those who are able to teach online and the student, whether they can join online or not. Regardless of where you are, whether you are in Malaysia, you are in, for example, maybe in a developed country like South Korea, United States, United Kingdom, and also for those from developing countries from Indonesia, from Nigeria, Pakistan, wherever you are. So there was a wide gap between the have and the have not, right? So there was, of course, wherever you go, there is a small community of very fortunate educators, teachers, and students who have access to technology. And so these educators, lecturers, and teachers during pandemic explored using all sort of platforms such as Zoom. If anyone suddenly, no one knows about Zoom before the pandemic, and suddenly everyone's talking about Zoom. Okay, and then some started to explore using Google Meet, Microsoft Teams, and in UUM here we use WebEx, and I'm sure there are many other platforms that most people try to explore and use for teaching and learning. And I also have friends and also colleagues who are using much more simpler technologies such as WhatsApp, Telegram app, because that's the only they can use for their particular situation. Uh, and the challenge is not only for lecture, the biggest challenge is for the students, regardless of whether they are university students, school students, even pre-school students, kindergarten students, is access to technology. Of course, we are aware, first, in many places all around the world, forget about internet, forget about online learning. even access to basic needs such as electricity, and also a place to teach and learn is something which is a challenge for them. I understand from Jibril that in his country, in your country, Nigeria, there are places where you have problem in terms of electricity, but it's not limited to Nigeria. It's in all over the world. Okay, and then the issue of skill. One is the issue of devices and access to technology, and the skill of using technology is another issue. And then the third is the issue of controlling your students. What I heard from many students, from educators, where, for example, their students are unwilling to switch on their webcam. Yeah, so teachers have to talk as if talking on their own to the computer, which is something totally different in the normal environment they're used to. I mean, I'm sure everyone are used to talking in front of actual human being, and suddenly you have to talk in front of a screen without seeing your student. Okay, so there's a lot of adjustment everyone have to make. What is called the new normal, and now the newer new normal. Okay, and Alhamdulillah, as after more than 1 year and a half, due to the effort of everybody involved, the frontliners and effort of so many people, we have seen vaccination rate have gone up, okay, especially in Malaysia. And school and universities are now returning to face-to-face meeting and also classroom. In Malaysia, we have, for information everyone, in Malaysia at the moment, we have school which is going through, we call it, penggiliran. Yeah, I mean, they have to go batch by batch. For example, not every student can return to school, can go to school at the same time. So what they have is a rotation, group A, group B, maybe even group C, to minimize the number of students attending in particular class. Why? For the sake of social and physical distancing, to make sure the standard operating procedures, SOP, are followed. Although it's quite challenging, I understand from, we have teachers also here in this room in UUM, okay, and also in university, students are returning gradually, okay, not everyone gradually, okay, to learn back in class. However, because the pandemic is still here, and there's also still the possibility of lockdown happening again, regardless whether in Malaysia or wherever it is, we have to prepare for a newer new normal. Okay, a newer new normal. If you can. Okay, what does it mean? It means that before the pandemic, it was face-to-face teaching, and then now during the pandemic, it was a new normal where people have to learn. Teachers, students have to learn and teach online using all sorts of platforms. And now we're going into the newer new normal, the post-pandemic, where the pandemic is still here, COVID-19 is still around. We can return back to school, to university, but not as before. There are still, in many places, in many universities, in many schools, where there are students who are stuck, who cannot return to their university or school due to traveling restriction. Like in UUM right now, we have students who are unable to enter the country, Malaysia, because of quarantine and the travel restriction. So what we need to explore is the concept called hybrid learning. Okay, so the word hybrid, what does it mean to you? Okay, so first, if you Google the word hybrid learning, you get all sorts of definition and also approaches. So I don't want to confuse everyone. So basically, it's about hybrid learning is a combination, okay, combination of face-to-face, physical, like what we have here in this room right now in the 3 room UUM, where I have a fellow colleague, presenter, and student in front of me, next to me, behind me. Okay, so this is face-to-face, but we have to sit quite distant from each other. Okay, let me just show around. You can see. Okay. Okay. So Sehu, just say hi to you. Okay, we are 1 meter apart. Okay, all right. Okay, and then you can see there we have teachers, students, and lecturers. Okay, from all over Malaysia. Okay, and also there are Jibrils over there also. You can see. Okay, so this is the new reality. Again, it differs, and you might say, wow, it's a nice place. Yes, this is a very nice room, which not every university, every school have. It's very unique room. So thank you very much to School of International Studies of University Utara Malaysia for providing this. We call it the treaty room. It's a unique room. It's not a room that can be accessed every day. Okay, yet regardless of which room you are in, which school or colleges, or whether in Malaysia, in developed country, developing country, in Nigeria, in Pakistan, or wherever it is, we have to face the reality that apart from those attending physically in front of us or next to us, there are students and also there are participants who might have to attend online, okay, online, using all sorts of platforms. So that's the reason why we are having this program today. So to cut things short, hybrid learning is when we combine, okay, teaching and learning online and face-to-face simultaneously. Okay. Before I invite the next speaker, just want to make it clear. Some are a bit confused. What's the difference between hybrid learning and also blended learning? Okay, and can we have both? For example, I know blended learning is quite famous. The word is quite a catchy word in education, even before the pandemic. Okay, have you heard of blended learning? So to make it clear, blended learning is where you use both digital technology and also face-to-face offline approach, teaching approach. It's a combination of digital. For example, you might assign a video to your student to watch, okay, before class, and you teach during class without using technology. So that is one type of blended learning. Okay, there are many types. Okay, hybrid learning is a form of blended learning also. I hope I will make everyone confused. Okay, hybrid learning is a subset of blended learning. Okay, however, okay, the main differences between hybrid learning and blended learning is that in hybrid learning, the learning happens simultaneously. Okay, where students are learning from you, participating in your class, both online and both offline in front of you. Okay, so it is happening. So in other words, the preparation is much more challenging compared to just online learning, because you have to prepare both for online learning in your school, in your university, or wherever you are teaching, and at the same time you have to take care of the actual students who are actually in front of you. Okay, I'm quite lucky now because with me, around me, postgraduate students, lecturers, and also teachers. So very well-mannered, very disciplined people, very eager to learn. Okay, but in real life situation, especially for those teaching in school, we have to face students, the normal nature of students, their naughtiness, at the same time controlling the technology. So what we are doing today is to share not the whole process of hybrid learning. Okay, that will take time. You will need to explore, but to share some application where you can use in an interactive manner. In other words, when you teach, what your students see in front of them in class is the same thing that your student online will be seeing. Okay, again, before I move on, I am aware of the gap of infrastructure and technology. Okay, whereas in many schools, even in Malaysia, do not have access to LCD projectors, do not have access to internet inside their classroom, only limited to certain places. And I'm also aware there are schools in all parts of the world which have forget about internet, is even about security, safety of students going to school, and then issues of electricity, issue of basic infrastructure. Yes, these problem challenges exist. So the aim of today's workshop is to give exposure so that you know what to aim for when the technology infrastructure exists in your place, and it's also something for you to learn in advance. And for those who who are fortunate enough to have access to all sorts of technology, internet, is something you can apply as soon as possible. Okay, so that's it from me about hybrid learning. I hope I've opened your mind about the concept hybrid learning. And for those who are following this later on, okay, through YouTube recording, I hope you can also leave some comment inside YouTube, and we have a look and respond for any comment that we need to respond. So again, thank you very much, everyone. So I'll pass back to the host before we go to the main speaker, which is Dr. Suhaila. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Mr. Fitri. Okay, as for now, I think all the participants are aware what is hybrid learning is all about. Okay, when the world encountered the pandemic, almost 90% of the country opted for hybrid learning, where most of the interaction between the educator and the student was via online. As we are nearing endemic as forecasted by our government, let's look into further options where hybrid learning will open a new era for both the educator and the students. Okay. Today, we are joined by Dr. Suhaila Muhammad Noor as our core speaker to share her knowledge regarding the hybrid learning. Okay. Dr. Suhaila has done her doctorate of philosophy in civil engineering, and she has been going through a lot of teaching process about hybrid learning, what to the educator and also to the students as well. Okay, I think most of y'all would be wondering what a background, a person with a civil engineering background is doing teaching the students and the educator regarding hybrid learning. I could tell you that her passion on this hybrid learning started when it was 2017, when hybrid learning or online learning is not as popular as now. Okay, so but as the world entered the pandemic, the need for online learning and also hybrid learning is more given importance to. So without wasting our time here, I would like to invite Dr. Suhaila for her knowledge sharing. Please, Doctor.
Thank you, Madam Susan. 3 years ago, we live in normal situation without need to worry about COVID-19. It has been nearly 2 years since the COVID-19 spread around us. Since that, everything changed. Our lifestyle has been changed and education system as well. Since March 2020, in Malaysia, the online learning take place in all levels of education, including primary, secondary, as well as tertiary education. No face-to-face, every lecture or tutorial or even lab work have changed to online meetings or online classes using various platforms such as Zoom meeting, Google Meet, WebEx, and Teams meeting. And today we are here together using Teams meeting as the main platform for today's event. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good afternoon to all wherever you are. I am delighted and feel so grateful to be here today. Thank you to organizer for giving me this opportunity in sharing my experiences as Microsoft Teams as well as Classpoint user and trainer. I hope at the end of this session, all participants will gain new exposure to these two tools, which I believe among the best in hybrid learning. As mentioned by the Madam Moderator, I am from Penang. I am actually a senior lecturer from Civil Engineering Studies in University Teknologi Mara, Cawangan, Pulau Pinang. My background is in civil engineering. I teach students to become a civil engineer. And my passion in education, in engineering education, actually started because I have involved in curriculum review, and I have actually representing my faculty, my department as a coordinator program for my university. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, no one cannot deny that COVID-19 has also brought us many opportunities. And that is why I am here today. Flexible education through online learning is part of 21st century education, has been introduced earlier than pandemic season actually. However, only after COVID-19 hit Malaysia in 2020, online meeting platform become very popular among teachers and lecturers. And Alhamdulillah, in 2020, I have been selected as an MIE Master Trainer and MIE Expert by Microsoft Education. And recently, I am also selected as Classpoint Certified Trainer. So my focus of my presentation today uh, is actually about Microsoft Teams as well as Classpoint. So so we are all here in Microsoft Team actually, and Microsoft Team is actually one of the product of Office 365. And actually we are in university as well as school in Malaysia have the access to join or to use Microsoft Teams for the platform or tools for hybrid learning. And beside that, now we can have Classpoint as well, and Classpoint is actually uh, a software that is that can be embedded into Microsoft PowerPoint presentation. Okay, we can install. We should install the software first before we can use Classpoint. And Classpoint is actually it is very interesting tool, very interactive tool in order to get student attention. Because one of the problem when we have online learning or hybrid learning as well is it is the challenges to get student attention. Student feel shy. Student do not want to on the camera. So we as educator must be creative in order to get student attention. We need student to participate in our presentation. So and having a class point, so we can do all this. Okay, actually this PowerPoint presentation, I am using Classpoint in the PowerPoint. So as you can see, there is the class code at the upper side of the screen. Okay, but before that, okay, I want to explain to every one of you here what will you get from today's workshop actually. Okay, so at the end of this session, you will be given all attendees, okay, of in this room or in the Teams meeting will get e-certificate from Microsoft Educator Center. The second one, you will get also e-certificate from Classpoint, and you are all entitled to get 1 month Classpoint Pro for free. So this is actually the advantage of joining any workshop by the certified Classpoint trainer. Okay, I would like to invite every one of you to join Classpoint Facebook page. It is called as Community Classpoint Malaysia. So everyone are invited to join. And okay, this is the QR code. Okay, please scan the QR code and please join the Facebook group, Community Classpoint Malaysia. You are also invited to join our Telegram groups for Classpoint as well. Okay, have everyone done that? Okay. Can I continue or okay? So actually, I have the reason why I asked you to join the Facebook group, Community Classpoint Malaysia, because I want to offer for everyone who join this workshop this workshop today. Okay, to actually okay. Okay, you will be given a 6-month Classpoint Pro for free if you sharing this webinar session or this workshop session in the Facebook Classpoint Malaysia. Okay, and don't forget to hashtag Dr. Su UITM, hashtag CCT Dr. Su, and hashtag Classpoint My Webinar to win 6-month Pro Classpoint for free. Okay. Okay. Is it clear? Okay. I think this is the best offer that Classpoint Malaysia has announced using this workshop. Okay, actually, I am also surprised when the Classpoint admin offer this, because normally Classpoint Malaysia will only give the attendees for the Classpoint webinar whenever they win the quiz at the end of the webinar session. It is about 3 months. 3 months Classpoint Pro for free. But this time, okay, this offer will give to all of you here. What you need to do is you just need to share all the share photos, okay, for this webinar. From this webinar, share photo in Facebook Community Classpoint Malaysia, and don't forget hashtag Dr. Su UITM, hashtag CCT Dr. Su, and hashtag Classpoint My Webinar. Okay, we will start with the first. Okay, so now I want to show to you. So for those who are new to Classpoint, so okay, I want everyone here to scan this QR code. Okay. So actually, to participate in any activity in during presentation, what you need to do is just to have the class code, and actually you can enter using the link given, or you can also join as the participant in the presentation. Okay, by using the QR code given, okay, as given. So please scan the QR code as shown in the screen right now, and you are after that will be able to join all the survey or the quiz. Okay, after this. Okay, we have now 5 participants join it right now. Okay, I welcome all the attendees, whether you are in YouTube channel. So we have also participant from watch from YouTube channel. We have the participant join in Microsoft Teams meetings as well as in face-to-face in this room. Okay, we have now 10 participants join. Okay, our class code for today's activity is 57755. Okay, so you can just continue to join using the class code and the QR code. Okay. Okay. The workshop today entitled Back to the Future. So I want to ask your opinion. Is everyone ready for that? Okay. So what I need to do now, I will click here word cloud, and you just need to focus on your handphone because you have just scanned the QR code from your phone, right? So you will see the slide, okay, my slide in your phone, and you have to answer using your phone. Okay. Actually, for this one, I have set the time 2 minutes to respond to this. Okay. Okay. The question is everyone ready to hybrid learning, to support hybrid learning, to support 21st century learning? Is everyone ready for that? Actually, you may have done this previously using other tools, I believe. But in the Classpoint, we can do all this in the PowerPoint presentation. Okay, what you need to do is you just need to focus on your phone. You can see the question in your phone and just answer in the column below. And this one will close around 9 seconds. Okay. Okay, doesn't matter. So this is the first one. So we will try some more quizzes after this. Okay, one good things about Classpoint is I love the Classpoint features because whatever response that we get, okay, we can insert as slide into our PowerPoint presentation. Okay, so that is the beauty of Classpoint. Okay, and we can save for review. So this is part of PowerPoint right now. Okay, so maybe after this I can get more responses. Okay. Okay, we before we move to Microsoft Teams and introduction of Microsoft Teams as well as Classpoint in detail. So I want to continue with quick survey. This is a multiple choice question. Okay, I just want to know, where are you from? Is it from Malaysia? How many of you from Nigeria? I believe there are many Nigerian students in UUM, and maybe from others. Okay, so I will click this right now, multiple choice. Okay. Okay, another 15 second. I think everyone have respond to this because total is 16 join the class. Okay, so the result that we get, okay, we can insert as slide and we can save this for review. So we are here from 17, okay, who join class, who join this class activity. Okay, there are 9 from Malaysia, 7 from Nigeria, okay, and none for others. Okay, so we move to the next one. Okay, so another survey. How many of you are educator and how many of you are students? Okay, multiple choice again. Okay, so we have got the response. Look like balance between educators and students who join this activity today. Okay, so we wait another 8 seconds. Actually, this is because this is I set the time. I can also be able to, okay, don't set the time so that I can close at any time I want to close. Insert as slide and save for review. Okay, it shows that there are 44% educators join this session and 56% of students join this session today. Okay, so for those who still not join the class, so you can be able to do that. Scan this QR code. Okay, scan this QR code. Maybe there are new who just join the Teams meeting or in YouTube channel, watch YouTube channel. You can join this by using this QR code. Okay. 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 Now I want to do another quick survey, and actually this is just to try the variety of quiz type in Classpoint. Okay, this is a short answer. Okay, what is your online learning platform? I, okay, actually, when I use this in my class in Microsoft in Teams meeting, I use Teams meeting for my online class, and during the session, I use ClassPoint just not just to get survey from student. Actually, I use ClassPoint to like formative assessment. I can have response from student. Student can take picture of whatever question I give to them to answer, and after that they can also upload the photo into the class point, and we can use this features to review whatever answer, okay, directly using during class. Okay, so this is some of the answer. Okay, okay. So I can see from this response, there are Google Meet, Zoom, WebEx, okay, Teams as well. StreamYard means YouTube, live YouTube. Okay, Telegram and WhatsApp as well. Actually, Classpoint can be used not only in Teams, in Microsoft Teams. Using Classpoint, we can apply Classpoint during Microsoft PowerPoint presentation. Means that if we are doing online class using Google Meet, we can also apply Classpoint into our presentation. Or we can also use Classpoint not in online presentation. We can do we have a synchronous and asynchronous learning. So we can also use Classpoint maybe using WhatsApp or using Telegram, where we can have a conversation with student. We can give the QR code. We can give the class code to students, and then students just need to focus on their phone and answer whatever question given, okay, in the class point. But what is a must is the educator or the teachers have to open their PowerPoint presentation, okay, to start the PowerPoint presentation. Okay, so I can insert all these responses as a slide, okay, for future reference. And it is very good to save this as evidence for activity between teachers as well as students. Okay. Okay. Now another activity, okay, is actually this is the other features in class point. Actually, now there are five type of question or quizzes that is embedded in the class point. And actually, in maybe in January 2022, we will have new features. Okay, we will have new features. Okay, so now to try this features, image upload. Okay, my question. Okay, not the question. Okay, I want everyone to show me the best selfie of the day attending my training. Okay, okay, I will start it now. Normally, I use these features because I am teaching engineering courses, and engineering courses have many calculations, just like mathematics subject. So I use these features. These features. I ask them do some calculation, just short calculation, just to see whether the student understand or not what we teach them. The student will write their answer in their paper and snap the answer and post it back by using this. So what about the rest? From maybe from who join from Teams meeting or joining from YouTube. I can see all faces who are in this room. Okay. Okay, maybe we want to see respond from participant from YouTube, who watch from YouTube, and maybe from who join from Teams meeting.
Okay, now we have Mukhtar, Muazzul, Lawal, Tiva Mala, who else? Azatul Akbar, okay. Alright, we're waiting for some others. Please take your selfie.
Who else?
Wow.
Actually, one of the challenges of online learning is also we don't recognize our students. So actually, this is one of the best tool in order to at least know the face of our students.
Okay, we have Yushao, Faida. Okay, the photo is a bit like
Okay, I don't set time, so I
Nurul
can close
Majid.
submission
Okay,
at any
thank
time.
you.
Okay, we have
Zana.
Dr. Susanna from UUM. Anyone? Before I close submission. Actually, this is...
So please submit your photo for those who have yet to join in. Okay, we have, who's that? The name? Dr.
Okay.
Suhuzwan, the new one. You can see the name. Okay, Fatima Wakili. Farouk. Okay.
Okay.
So the photo is some photo you know, vertical, horizontal. Is it because setting in the phone?
Maybe because of this phone setting.
Oh, okay. So it only accept landscape mode.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Okay, I want to close right now the submission. Okay, so insert as slide. Okay, so we can review one by one. It is inside our slide presentation. Okay. All the happy faces. Okay, so
What is the best
thank
photo?
you for participate in the previous type of Classpoint question. Okay, now we have another one. This is type number 5. It is called a slide drawing. Slide drawing. Actually, this one, in these features called slide drawing, you can actually draw using your phone. Okay, so what I want you to do is, okay, this is the question. Do you think that hybrid learning is the best learning approach for post-pandemic? So I give the answer yes or no. I want you to circle the answer. Okay, I want you to circle the answer. Actually, I use this slide drawing because engineering courses have many drawing. My student need to sketch the free body diagram, for example. So I will give them the figure, and student will highlight it directly into their phone. Okay, so we can see here that we can use our phone because we use all touch screen phone, so we can have pen features there, and use that one to just okay, highlight whatever we want, okay, in the screen. Okay, so these are the 5 existing features in the Classpoint, for a moment, and there will be 3 new features coming in. Okay, maybe end of this year or in January 2022. Actually, hybrid learning is if we can have this hybrid learning, we can implement this hybrid learning. I believe this will be good. This will be interesting. Okay, we can have what we call as collaborative learning as our teaching and learning methodology. Okay, so we can always get participation from students. Means that we have to have two-way communication, not only from teachers, but students also will get participate in any activity that we do during presentation. Okay, so I close this one. So again, for this question, I don't put the time. Okay, so I can close submission, okay, right away. Okay, insert as slide. So as okay, as previous, we can review by one. So that is why Classpoint so far I think is the best tool, because okay, we can directly comment or see the student understanding after student response to whatever question we give to students. And another thing is, for example, if we ask student, we give student question, maybe a short question, students can answer like this, and we can actually use the pen features. It is okay, the pen features in the Classpoint, okay, to directly comment on that. Okay, we can annotate, we can have a whiteboard. Actually, we can, for example, if we have prepared our slide, and in between the slide we have to explain a little bit more about what we teach for that day. So what we need to do is we just to add whiteboard at any time that we like. So we don't need to close the presentation, go back to and then insert next slide. We don't need to do that. So we can like this. Okay, for example, if we have something to explain, and we need to explain in the new in the new slide, in the new whiteboard. So what we need to do is we just to click on this symbol. This is the whiteboard. So we just need to click this. Okay, and we can have 6 whiteboard option. And actually all this uh green blackboard, whiteboard, okay, I add in manually, because so we can change this picture, okay, at any time that we want. So we can have this, okay, setting before we share the slide. Okay, so for example, I want to have the new whiteboard in order to elaborate more on my presentation on that day. So I just have to click this, and then we can continue to, okay, to annotate, okay, directly, without having to maybe switch to whiteboard, Microsoft Whiteboard, or switch to OneNote, or switch to another application. We can have whiteboard directly, okay, during our slide presentation in the Microsoft PowerPoint. Okay, so that is why I believe this is the best thing that Classpoint have given to us. Okay. Okay, so let's move to introduction of Microsoft Teams. So I believe that Microsoft Teams, using Teams, everyone who joined this session maybe familiar with this, and maybe some of you not familiar with this. Okay, so the title, I choose this title for the for this Teams presentation, 21st Century Classroom with Microsoft Teams. This is actually the module, okay, in the Microsoft Educator Center. So you are entitled to get e-certificate after this. Okay. So, but before that, I want to know, okay, rate yourself based on familiarity in using Microsoft Teams. Okay, whether you have experience about Microsoft Teams before, or you do not yet start using Microsoft Teams at all. Okay, so please rate yourself by choosing A, B, C, or D. Okay, so you have another 15 seconds. Okay, so I insert this as slide, save for review. So majority of you choose C. Okay, and there are also 14% of you maybe not even try Microsoft Teams yet. Okay. Okay, so let's move to Microsoft Teams. So what is Microsoft Teams? So in Microsoft Teams, not only for Teams meeting. Okay, Microsoft Teams is one platform where everyone connected. It have many features. Okay, not only for teaching and learning, we can use Microsoft Teams for faculty and staff coordination. We can do for research. We can do for students. We can also use Teams for professional development. Okay, it has many features, and actually Teams meeting is actually one of the features. Okay. So what we have in Microsoft Teams is we have Teams call, we have Teams chat, we have Teams. Okay, we have Teams. So basically, class when we use Teams uh, for our online learning, so we use the Teams features. Okay, and in Microsoft Teams is actually one of the product of Office 365. And as I mentioned previously, in Malaysia, in university, all educators, all students, and actually all teachers as well have uh, our own account. Okay, our own account. So every one of you entitled to use this. Okay, this okay, this Microsoft Teams. And in Microsoft Teams, we can also have many products. Okay, and one not one. Okay, common product of Microsoft that we know is Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Office for office use. We can have we also have OneNote. Okay, and OneNote in the Microsoft team is known as class notebook. Whenever we create a team as class for class, so our class, and we have many more actually. Okay, and in Teams, in Microsoft Team, we can actually apply or embed third party application. We can run using Microsoft Teams inside Microsoft Teams. So we don't need to minimize Microsoft Teams and then open another application. We don't need to do that because we can add whatever that we want to open using or inside Microsoft Teams. Okay, and this is for class for team class where we have class notebook. Okay, this is the symbol for class notebook. Class notebook. Flipgrid is also in Microsoft Team. We can have assessment. We can create. We can ask student to create video assessment. Okay, video assignment and upload using Microsoft Team. Okay, so Microsoft Team have been using in the higher education in all around the world. Okay, so for student we can use as class collaboration, maybe for a student group, and we can also use Teams for staff. Okay, for staff, for administration work. Okay, so Microsoft Team can be accessed, okay, in all devices. Okay, we can have Teams app in our desktop computer. Okay, we can download the desktop apps, Team apps. We can also have in tablet Teams in Android tablet or in Android phone, as well as in iPhone or in MacBook as well. Or if we don't want to install Team apps, we can also use in browser. But by using in browser, of course, it has some limitation compared to full version of Microsoft Team. If we install as desktop in desktop as okay, desktop application, Teams apps in desktop. Okay. So using Teams, we can communicate. Using chat. We can communicate calendar. So calendar is inside here. So actually, we can create meeting. We can create live event. We can create webinar whenever we have calendar features in Microsoft Teams. And okay, collaboration. Okay, we can integrate with all Office 365 application in the Microsoft Teams, and then we can use third-party application as I mentioned just now. And one good thing is we can work with confidence because all the document will be okay, confirm. The level security, the compliance, manageability is safe. Okay. Okay. So this is actually Teams type. Okay, Teams type. Whenever we want to create team, we have to select team type. There are 4 types. Okay, normally whenever we want to create teams, for class, we have to choose class. And of course, whenever we choose class, of course, the features inside team class will be different if we choose other types. For example, choose staff, staff type. So we will have staff. The difference is between class notebook and staff notebook. So that is the difference. Okay, so actually, okay, a little bit about the difference between Teams meeting and live event. Okay, for Teams meeting, can support up to 1,000 concurrent participant. This is the maximum participant who can join Teams meeting. However, it will be depend on the license. For my license in UITM, so because we have A3 license, so the maximum participant in the meeting is 1,000. For A1 license, if I'm not mistaken, it is 300 concurrent participant who can join the meeting. Okay, and live event also depend on the license. And in UITM, we have what we call as live event. And live event is actually for large lecture, we may have online courses or public virtual event, and it can support up to 20,000 concurrent participants. So for live event, actually the main room for live event is also Teams meeting, but we can channel the meeting, okay, for attendees outside the main meeting room, okay, which can support up to 20,000 concurrent participants. But you have to check for the license first, okay. And actually, few months ago, there is another one features called webinar features, Teams webinar. Okay, Teams webinar is another features like Teams meeting as well. The main room is still Teams meeting, but for webinar, participate would need to register first before they can enter the webinar or the meeting room. Okay, so if you want to download the Microsoft Teams to your computer desktop or to your laptop, so you can go to this link, teams.microsoft.com, and you can download it from there. Okay, so as I mentioned just now, you can also go to your Google Play in your Android phone or in your tablet or in your iPhone. Okay, iPhone, you can also install Microsoft Teams apps. Okay, and you can actually start chatting using this team with your friend who is actually within same organization. You can have team call, you can have team conversation, okay, using phone. And actually my students, I think 90% of my students use handphone for their online class. Okay, and all the features in the phone is exactly the same with what we can find in the desktop application. Okay. Okay, so let's look at the Teams. Okay, so this is Microsoft Teams. Okay, this is Microsoft Teams. So this is the desktop version of Microsoft Teams. So here is this bar. Okay, as we can see, this is called as Me Space. Yeah, Me Space. So it consists of activity. This is the icon for all the notification. We will see all the notification here. So this is for the chat. Okay, chat. So we can have Teams chat. Okay, within organization. Okay, within organizations means that if you are from UUM, so all the UUM citizen have this is considered within organization, and you can have chat between all the member inside. Okay, so this is chat. Chat has also the features for call, video call as well as call. Okay, this is video call. And one good thing about this chat is, okay, we can have this, okay, chat file. Actually, it is very good for group discussion, I believe. Okay, group discussion, because if we want to have discussion and discuss something about maybe an assignment, so we can add file uh, right away here. Okay, and we can start a meeting or video call and discuss together. And this is using these features, both party can collaborate means collaborate within each other. Okay, and then we can also have these features at a tab where we can add whatever application that we want to use during okay, during our maybe our group discussion. We can have OneNote if we want to have OneNote. Okay, inside our chat, we can add OneNote inside there. Okay, OneNote, Whiteboard. So there's so many. Okay, this is okay. And Okay, down there is all the third-party application. There are so many. Okay, and we can just choose whatever that we want to use. Okay, this is about chat. So chat, we can also have group chat. So we can have group chat. So I cannot demo this right now because I am outside your organization. So okay, so this is all okay. My chat room. Okay, and one more thing about this chat, actually when we create event using calendar features, all the event is also linked to the chat, okay, as chat room. So this is one of the webinar, okay, empowering 21st century learning with classroom. My previous webinar for class with Classpoint. So Classpoint. So this is all that all the chat that we have had during the webinar. Okay, this is also put under the chat. Okay, so we have team features. So team features. So we can have this as our class for online class. Actually, so this is some of my teams, okay, and hidden teams, okay, here. Okay, we can hide which teams that we don't want to use anymore. We can just click hide like this. Okay, so this is my team. So this is my teams for my class. Okay, so whenever you want to choose to create teams, you can click join or create teams. So there are two options here. Just focus on these two. So to create a team, we just need to click this one, create a team, and we are asked to select a team type that we want to open. Okay, if we want to create teams for class, so we just click class here. Okay, and we can have also other types. And if student have their if we have generate the class code, we can give the student class code, and student just need to enter the code okay, right here, and the student will join the teams. Okay, so in teams, so we have this. So teams has combination of teams meeting inside here. We can have conversation between student and the lecturer. Okay, we can share notes to students. We can have spaces for where our material, okay, is under the, okay, this one, okay, for read only material. So under this icon means that the student cannot edit the document. And if we want to put whatever file that we want student to collaborate, we can also put inside this. Okay, so up here we call this as we space. Okay, the horizontal bar is called as we space. So the basic so the post here is actually the conversation between me and my students. Okay, this is the conversation. So means that I can have engagement with student not only during online class with them. So I can have a conversation with student. Actually, I don't use WhatsApp, I don't use Telegram. I focus on only to these teams because whatever whatever response that student okay, student give, okay, student, whatever things that student open, whenever student get into the teams, what did student do, it is actually counted, and we can have the data or the statistic of the student engagement, okay, with our with this course, okay, with our course. Okay, so this is file, okay, and this is actually tab that I add, okay, manually using these features. Add a tab. So this one I add Microsoft Sway. This is for the okay, I use this for the briefing about the outcome-based education in the first week of semester, and I can actually add whatever that I want to add. Okay, for example, if we have the content in the website, so we can choose the website, and we can put the link in the website, and the website will directly, we can open directly inside the Teams. Okay, we just need to put the URL right here. Okay, so there are so many types that we can choose depending on our need. Okay. Okay, for the conversation, as we can see, for the conversation, we can make an announcement to students by choosing this, announcement, and where we can have to maybe to highlight some illustration so that the student will get attention. Okay, so this is something good on this conversation. So, and then we can also add whatever file that we want to add, and all these file, and actually if we have the content in Google Drive or in Dropbox, we can also export into the Microsoft Teams. Okay, not only document that we save in OneDrive we can link into the Teams, but we can actually link whatever document that we have outside Teams. For example, in Google Drive, we can also export into the Teams, and we can also upload from my computer. Okay, so beside this, we have these features. I think student will like this. Okay, this is the sticker. Okay, this is a Stream. Microsoft Stream is one of the product under Office 365. This is actually YouTube version Office 365. Okay, we have YouTube here. So if we want to add, for example, video, that content that we have in YouTube, we can actually search YouTube from Teams directly. For example, if I want to add my notes that I have put into my YouTube channel. Okay, I just need to search directly, and it will be open like this, and then I can give student instruction, so student can watch the video or the content directly in the YouTube, because I believe student will use the unlimited YouTube, so they will watch the video, the lecture video directly, and we can have a discussion after that with students. Okay, so this is among all the features that we can have in Teams. Okay, for the meeting, we can either schedule meeting or we can start meet now. Okay, we can schedule meeting. For example, if we want to schedule meeting, so we can have this, and we can actually set meeting, set meeting, maybe one link for representing our lecture for the whole semester. We can have one link for that. Okay, so this is for the meeting. Okay, so under Microsoft Teams, as I mentioned just now, we have what we call as class notebook. Okay, and class notebook is actually OneNote that is embed into the Microsoft Teams, and we can generate the OneNote first whenever after we have created the Teams, we can have a class notebook. We can generate first. After we generate this class notebook, we can have, we can see all this is my students for this semester. So each student have their own folder, okay, where they can actually have put their class note, or we can also distribute our handout, and we can also assign them homework and under this class notebook. Okay, so and this class notebook we can also open in a desktop application as well, or OneNote in desktop application, so that we can also, after we have generated this class notebook, actually we can also able to check student exercise maybe using phone or using iPad, okay, or using Microsoft Surface. Okay, so this is about OneNote. Actually, I have put many. Okay, there are 4 spaces here. There are collaboration space, content library, teacher only section, and student section, where each of these section have different, have different function. Where collaboration space, all members in the group have the ability to edit. Okay, in content library, student cannot edit the content, and we can have a teacher only section where only teacher have the access. A student cannot watch whatever content inside teacher only section at all. And actually we can prepare the question before given to students, and we after the question is ready, we can distribute to student, and we can choose which folder that we want to distribute the question. Okay, this is about OneNote, and actually we can if I choose this open in desktop application. Okay, now I open the OneNote using OneNote apps. So if I click here, I can choose to review student work, and I can review student work easily using these features. Okay, so I have actually assigned some exercises to students. And actually, maybe for assessment like essay assessment, student can type directly in OneNote. But for my subject, student normally will do in their own paper, and then snap the picture, convert into PDF, and after that upload the printout mode of their work into their homework folder. Okay, it will take some time because there are about 100 students here. So it will appear actually the folder. So we just need to click whatever folder that we want to open the assessment, and we just need to click the assessment, and then we can click by student name, and it will open directly by page based on the student list name. Okay, so this is about the OneNote. Okay, so go back to this. Okay, we have assignment mode. This is just like Google Classroom, I believe. Okay, where where we can assign assessment, assignment, maybe test to students. Okay, and using this, we can monitor easily how many students have actually turned in assessment or not. Okay, we can monitor directly. Okay, so of course, just like other tool like Google Classroom, we can have status like here, like okay, we can see here the status of student submission. Okay. Okay, one best features in Microsoft Teams that I like very much is called as Insight, and in Insight we can actually monitor the student engagement. Okay, whatever student did. Okay, when the student join activity in this Teams, we can monitor, we can see. Okay, we can see it will take some times. Okay, Okay, it will give summary. Actually, we can see also communication activity between students. Okay, between students, and because this is the midterm break, so there's no conversation. Okay, but if we okay, I click the previous week, so this is the statistic about the conversation between me and my student, and I can see who are the student who respond me, okay, and who did not. Okay, so we can have this data from Microsoft Teams. Okay, and from this also we can have the attendance report as well, and all this actually we can export to Excel. Okay, we can report to Excel, and this is actually the good evidence. Okay, good evidence for our online or hybrid learning. Okay, we can export to Excel, and all this must be export, must be saved within 60 days. Okay, within 60 days only. So this is about insight. So actually, if we can see from this, okay, okay, it also give us the study. Okay, actually the inside the Microsoft team did, okay, study about the habit of student who uh which student often work late at night. Okay, so early in the morning, Azman often work early in the morning, so we can have all this data. Okay, all this report in inside. Okay, actually, okay, it report how many student active, and then the grade as well, the assignment, who missed the submission. So we can have all this report using Insight in Microsoft Teams. Okay, so this is the main features in team class. Okay, where we have class notebook, assignment, grades, and insight. And down here is channel. Okay, channel, we have general channel as the default channel, and we can also have another channel that we can add depending on our needs. Okay, I have created the channel based on my topics, and for my group as well. And we can have a channel, the private channel as well as the standard channel. Okay, so this is about Teams. Okay, and in calendar, as I mentioned, in calendar, we have three features. We have three features. We can have a meeting. Okay, we can schedule meeting. We can have webinar features here, as well as live event. Okay, as I mentioned, and these features will be depending on the license. Okay, the license. Okay, so we have uh, call features, and actually if you have if you need help, you need to watch a tutorial. Okay, you just need to click help down here, and you go to training. You go to training, and you can actually watch short, okay, tutorial on Microsoft Teams. Okay, the tutorial, the manual, okay, how to get started. So it is all inside here. And if you have any problem that you want to report to Microsoft Education, you can directly report a problem, and you will get response that are as soon. Okay, you will get the report, or the reply very soon. Okay, because I have actually report some problem as well, and I got the response very soon. Okay, so actually there's so many features, and that is okay, the best is to do hands-on, but for doing it hands-on, we must be in our in one organization. Means that outside organization, I cannot show to you how to add student, add a member in the class team using code and the link. And of course, by manual, we can have here, okay, the setting where we have this setting, okay, channel setting. So this is the setting where we can create team code. Okay, we have to generate team code to give to student. We have to generate team code here. We can copy the team code and give to student if we have maybe a group, WhatsApp group or Telegram group. Okay, another features that we have here, we have to we can add channel, we can add member. So this is the manual step how to add member in the teams, okay, manually. Normally I did this before semester begin. After I get the list name of the student, I will add them manually. Okay, so okay, I think it is now, what is the time now? So I think I have to move to Classpoint. So if you have any question regarding Microsoft Teams, of course, there are so many features in Microsoft Teams, and the best thing, as I mentioned, we have to do it hands-on. So maybe if we have okay, more chances after this, maybe in the next workshop we can have that one. Okay, so I will go back to this. Okay, so to redeem the e-certificate for Microsoft Teams 21st Century Classroom using Microsoft Teams, so this is actually the redemption code. Okay, maybe you can snap this code, because this code will be entering in the Microsoft Educator Center, where from there you will get the e-certificate. Okay, so Microsoft Educator Center. So actually you can search directly from Google. Okay, just type Microsoft Educator Center and you will be bring to this website. Okay, so we will move to, okay, wait. You want to scan? Yes, you need to sign in first. Okay, I will show to you how to sign in into Microsoft Educator Center, and I will briefly explain about what is actually Microsoft Educator Center. Okay, Microsoft Educator Center. So what you need to do is you need to sign in. You can sign in using your ID, your Microsoft ID. Okay, you just need to sign in using Microsoft ID. Okay, after sign in, okay, after sign in, you just need to go to redeem achievement code. Okay, you just need to go to redeem achievement code. Okay, click redeem achievement code, and you need to enter the code that I have given to you previously in this box. Okay, in this box. So just okay, just put the code here. Okay, I repeat again, you have to click this, and you need to sign in first. Okay, you need to sign in using your Microsoft ID. Okay, using your Microsoft ID. For teachers, you can use the Lima ID. Okay, for okay, for educators and students from UUM, you can sign in using your UUM ID, Microsoft ID, and after that go to redeem achievement code. Okay, click this one, and then you can see, I believe you can see the box here, and please enter the code. Okay, the code that I have given to you just now, this is the code. Okay, this is the code again, TDME39FC2121. Okay, this is the code that you need to redeem, and after that you will get the e-certificate. And where you can get the e-certificate, okay, you go back to the Microsoft Educator Center. Okay, click the icon. Okay, click my profile. Okay, click my profile, and you can actually see okay your badge. Okay, you can see your badge. This one, I think, certified Microsoft Innovative Educator. Okay, and if you click this, you will get a certificate. Okay, like this. Okay, certificate like this. Repeat again. Repeat again. Okay. Okay, what you need to do is, okay, go to the Microsoft Educator Center website. What you just need to do is just search, just by typing Microsoft Educator Center. Okay, so, and then you need to sign in. Okay, you need to sign in. For those who have not signed in yet, you have to sign in like this. Okay, whenever you go to this website, Microsoft Educator Center, you will see this. Okay, you will see this, and the sign in button is at the corner of the corner, right corner, on top of your screen. Okay, you just need to sign in first. Okay, sign in. Okay, you don't need to sign up. You just need to sign in, because everyone, I believe, have your own or Microsoft account. Okay, so choose, okay, your account. Okay, and then you have to click. Okay, click the icon. Okay, actually we can change this icon. Okay, click this icon, and then it will appear your name and your Microsoft email address, Microsoft ID. Okay, so under redeem achievement code, you just need to click this. Okay, this is the box where you need to enter the team, the code. Okay, the redemption code. The redemption code. And again, the redemption code is this. Okay, this is the redemption code. Okay, TDME39FC21. 21. Okay. And then we go back to Microsoft Educator Center. Okay, you can go to my profile, and you can find your badge. Okay, and you can actually click to view your certificate. Okay, how I get all this badge? How I get all this badge and all these certificates? Actually, in Microsoft Educator Center, okay, under trainings, okay, under training, okay, you can actually join courses or webinars and online event. Okay, like this, there are so many courses that you can take. Okay, just choose whatever courses that you want. Actually, there is one module here named hybrid learning. Okay, you just choose whatever module that you want to join. Okay, you just click, and then you have to take a course. Start course. Okay, there are so many courses that you can actually join. Okay, start course. Okay, so you have to, okay, read a little bit and watch okay, the video given here. And at the end of this course, you will be given a quiz to answer. Okay, a quiz to answer. So finish this, and after that you need to answer the quiz. And in order to, okay, now you can see that there is quiz here, quiz button here. So you just need to click quiz and answer the quiz. You have to score minimum 80%. Okay, minimum 80% to get a certificate. To get a certificate. Okay, so this is another way to get the certificate, e-certificate from Microsoft Educator Center. There are so many trainings or a module inside here. You just need to choose, okay, which courses that you want to join. Okay, it is actually very good module. I have gone through a lot actually. Okay, and so many, and it is increasing also. There are so many new module. Okay, inside. Okay, beside getting the e-certificate by joining course using all the module given here, you can also get e-certificate from this one, webinars and online event. So you just need to click this, and you can see the calendar. Okay, the calendar, or okay, the training, the event. Okay, which will be held all around the world. And the best thing is you can also watch the recording. You can and to watch the recording, you need to register, and the link will be given in your Microsoft email. And watch the recording, and after you have finished watching the recording, you will be given the e-certificate as well. And all this certificate is actually can be used as okay, this one. So all this, okay, okay, this is the transcript. We can view the transcript. Okay, this is actually one of the okay, have you heard about Microsoft Innovative Educator Expert Program previously? So this program is actually from Microsoft Education. Okay, that will give it is actually self-nomination. Okay, so for those who use Microsoft Team or Microsoft product in their online teaching, you can actually submit for self-nomination to get awarded or to be selected as Microsoft Innovative Educator Expert. And this is one of the criteria for for the submission. You need to submit this training transcript, okay, as evidence you have joined the module in the Microsoft Educator Center. Okay. Okay, so that's all about Microsoft Educator Center. Maybe after this you can come back here and join, or okay, join the training or the module, take the quiz from the module that you want to join. Okay, so what is the time now? This is now 3:52. Okay, I continue a little bit on my slide. Okay, so now we move to Classpoint. Okay, move to Classpoint. So to start with Classpoint, I have another question. Rate yourself based on familiarity in using Classpoint. Okay, I will click this one right now. Okay, we have another 20 seconds. Okay, 5 seconds. And it will close now. Okay, insert result as slide. So save for review. Okay, 45% have not yet used Classpoint. Okay, so this is actually example. As I mentioned, a Classpoint is not only for Teams. Okay, Classpoint, we apply Classpoint in our PowerPoint presentation, so we can use Classpoint whether we use Zoom meeting, whether we use YouTube, whether we use Google Meet, we can use Classpoint. Or without having all this online platform, also we can use Classpoint. So this is example of Classpoint training. Okay, this is by this one use Zoom meeting as the platform, and this is another training done by Classpoint certified trainer, Cik Gurus. Okay, this is using YouTube. Okay, YouTube using StreamYard, YouTube live. Okay, this one Cikgu Hayati, another Classpoint certified trainer, use Classpoint in Google Meet. Okay, in Google Meet. Okay, what is Classpoint? So Classpoint is an integrative teaching classroom quiz tool designed for every educator uses PowerPoint. So we can use it in PowerPoint presentation. It allows educators to quickly turn their PowerPoint slide into interactive quizzes, run the quizzes with students, collect their live responses, score students, and save data. Actually, we can have quiz. We can have quiz means that we can rate student, okay, using Classpoint activity. Okay, it also provide educator with handy annotation. We can annotate in our class PowerPoint Classpoint presentation, because it has an annotation features, and also have digital whiteboard inside PowerPoint, and we can have we can actually export whatever picture that we can get maybe from Canva, and we can upload as the whiteboard in the Classpoint. Okay. So the best thing about Classpoint is we don't have to switch to other application, because I believe there are so many platform or tool like Classpoint have, but the advantage of using Classpoint is Classpoint have been embedded into the slide PowerPoint, so that we don't have to switch to other application. We can do directly while we present our lecture or presentation. Okay, so we can go to the Classpoint website by search Classpoint. Okay, it is www.classpoint.io. So it is free to download, but for a moment only Windows devices can have okay can use a Classpoint. Okay, so this is some of the features: create quiz, interactive quiz, live annotation, and whiteboard, as I mentioned above. Okay, this is the workflow. 5 type of quizzes or activity that we can give to students, and we will have another 3. Okay, by next year. Okay, another 3 activity. Okay, how to join class? Besides scan the QR code during presentation, like what we have done during this workshop, we can also go to the website, and we can have join a class button here, and by clicking this we can enter the code. okay, the class code given during presentation, we just can enter the code. Means that we can also use or join activity in the Classpoint using computer. Okay, using computer, not only using handphone, because we can have this join a class a button. Okay, when we access using the website, the Classpoint website. Okay, so we have to enter the class code and put the name. Okay, how to download? Okay, it's free to download, but you need to give your email address and put the name of your organization, and then you can download into your computer. Okay, so we move to Classpoint website. Okay, so this is the Classpoint. Okay, just Google Classpoint, and then you will get into this. Okay, www.classpoint.io. Okay, so it is free to download. Compatible with for the moment, it is only compatible with Windows 7, 8, 10, 11, and Office 2013, 2016, 2019, 2021, and Office 365. Okay, so you are free to download. Okay, actually, there are plan for Classpoint. The basic plan is forever free, the basic plan. For the basic plan, we can have 5 questions per presentation. 5 questions per presentation, and the limit for students to participate into the activity in class, okay, is limited to 25 students only. And using this basic class point, we can have we can access all question type. We can have leaderboard, slide annotation, as well as digital whiteboard. But if we think that we need to upgrade to pro version, okay, to pro version, we have all the free basic, okay, features, and we can have unlimited question per presentation. Okay, if we think that 5 questions is not enough, so we may consider to have pro version. So actually, by joining the webinar by the CCT, you are entitled to get free pro version for 1 month. For 1 month free. And for today, who are joining this webinar, you are entitled to get free 6-month pro version by sharing photo for this webinar from this webinar. And don't forget to hashtag Dr. Su UITM, hashtag CCT Dr. Su, and hashtag webinar. Classpoint my webinar, and you will be entitled to get a 6-month pro version for free. And then after that, you can get the 50% discount. Okay, this is for the pricing, the resources. Okay, actually, there are listed here some of the tutorial. Actually, in YouTube also, under Classpoint channel, in YouTube, there are so many tutorial, there are so many webinar, okay, from CCT around the world. Okay, you can also get or learn something from there. Okay. Okay, go back to this. If I think if you have any question to ask, you may ask the question, because okay, actually the end, I have actually going to the end of my presentation. Okay, so this is actually the last okay, the last activity that I want you to participate. Okay, I want you to express your feeling about Classpoint. Okay, this is word cloud activity. Okay, you can join this activity by now. Okay. Okay, actually for class point we need to have the handphone or computer as to for them to participate. That is why previously many teachers in Malaysia join class point webinar. And for face-to-face session, okay, for face-to-face session, either the students can also participate using phone, or if not, uh, we as teachers or as educator have to uh, have to be creative in order to get student attention, because we the class point objective is to get participation from student, because the challenges of online learning is because student cannot don't want to respond. Sometimes students don't want to respond at all. It's just like we talk alone along the 2 hours lecture. That is why when we have class point, we can have the student participation, and it is very good. Student don't feel shy to participate, because they don't need to, for example, on the camera all the time. But in class, I believe that the most important is how the educators uh, how the educators need to think creatively to get student attention, not using this but in other methods. Okay, maybe we still need to use for example the PowerPoint during presentation, right? But maybe in manual way, because that is where the hybrid learning takes place, because it is combination of face to face and online student in the same time. Okay, so Alhamdulillah. So normally, I think this is very good, because I actually experienced. Okay, this is my first semester using Classpoint. Because this is actually semester for the fourth semester, we have 100% online class with student, right? This the first semester in March 2020. That is the first semester. At that time, uh, as long as we can be able to deliver lecture in online mode, that is very good at that moment. And after that, for the second semester, I start to use OneNote class book. Uh, and uh, and at in the second semester as well, one of the challenges that uh, I got at that time is I have one group uh, were very passive. I have actually give all the solution, the step to follow, and I just leave the blank the last equation, and, and actually just need to enter the value into calculator, but they don't do that. They keep silent. I repeat, hey, please calculate, and then they don't respond. At that time, I was very frustrated. That is why when we have this class point, I feel this is very I'm so grateful to have this class point, because using class point I have used this in my class, and alhamdulillah student participate in all activity that I give to them. Alhamdulillah. Okay, so in the screen right now, I can see that all the participants today's workshop uh, give good response about class point. Actually, class point is not only for survey, it's not only ask student opinion. Actually, we can use class point for formative assessment. For example, if we have formative assessment and summative assessment, right? For summative assessment, we have to grade the student. For formative assessment, we have to form the student to see whether the student understand or not what we actually teach them. And I think that using class point, we can get the feedback from the student immediately. We can comment directly, so we know that okay, this student have wrong understanding. So we can correct them at that time directly. So don't need to wait for student to submit. Sometimes when submit, maybe another 1 week or week, they already get what we have done. So that is what I think that this, and another thing is we can use this one also as quiz. 10% of quiz summative for quiz. We can export the marks directly. We can export as Excel. We can have all the marks, can export as Excel, and actually student cannot copy during the live session like this. So this is actually one of benefit of, I think, thing of class point, not only for get response, asking them respond as survey, and we can have many more. And actually many more is coming in. Inshallah by next year, Classpoint admin have announced to all the CCT that there will be 8 activity coming, inshallah. Okay, so I want to close the submission now. Maybe we have another question to save this one for review. So thank you for responding. Okay, I move to this. Okay, for the Classpoint e-certificate, please scan to this code, QR code. Okay, please scan this. Okay, you will be linked to Microsoft form where you need to enter your details, and you will be getting the e-certificate by email. Okay, by email. Can you open the link? Yeah. Which country? Our trainer, Malaysia. And then choose my name. Suhaila Muhammad Noor. Okay, so all the participants who are in this room, in the Teams meeting as well as in YouTube channel, you can scan this QR code. This QR code will be linked to Microsoft Form where you need to enter your detail. And okay, I'm from Malaysia. Okay, my name is Wala Muhammad Noor. Okay, please enter, please click my name correctly. And then after you finish, submit the form, and you will be getting the e-certificate, okay, via email. Okay, for those who want to get 6 month Classpoint Pro for free, okay, you are all entitled to have that, okay, by sharing this webinar photo, okay, in the Facebook community Classpoint Malaysia. And don't forget to hashtag, okay, don't forget to hashtag Facebook. Okay, okay, this one. Wait, okay, this is the Facebook page. Okay, please join Community Classpoint Malaysia. Community Classpoint Malaysia. Yeah, can. Okay, can. So every one of you can join this group, Community Classpoint Malaysia.
Including for those outside Malaysia can also join.
Yeah, can also join.
Yeah. It's not limited to Malaysia, it's open for all, including for those from other country.
Okay, so share the webinar photo. Don't forget to hashtag this. Okay, hashtag Dr. Su UITM, hashtag CCT Dr. Su, hashtag Classpoint My Webinar. Okay, and you will be entitled to get 6 month Classpoint Pro for free. This is actually very big price, because normally using in the Classpoint webinar, we will given to attendees, okay, only one ticket to get a 6 month pro for free. But in this workshop, all of you are entitled to get 6 month free. But you need to share the webinar session, and don't forget to hashtag Dr. Su UITM, hashtag CCT Dr. Su, hashtag Classpoint, my webinar, okay, in the Facebook group, Community Classpoint Malaysia, and you are entitled to get the 6 month Classpoint Pro for free. Okay? Okay, another one is, okay, this. Okay, this is another code. Okay, all attendees, okay, can redeem 1 month pro trial Classpoint, okay, by scan this QR code. Okay, by scan this QR code, and this is and using the link given, the link, you will be given the code. Okay, the code that you need to enter so that you will get the 1 month pro trial Classpoint. So this is for those who don't want to grab the previous, okay, offer 6 months. You can choose to have this. Any question from the floor?
If you can't give a voice note, kindly type in your questions in the chat box.
Give 3 days. 3 days. Not respond yet. You can do that again. So we actually give you 3 days to redeem. 3 days.
I just want to add, I think it's not only limited for students, right? For teacher and lecturer, right? I think student can use this when you do presentation in class, right?
Yeah.
You know, nowadays there's so many presentation that students have to do during class. I think this is very, very, very interesting to use for students also.
Hashtag tadi, okay.
Please, your name? Your name.
Osman, my name is Osman Ahmed.
Okay. So Osman asked, what's different between Classpoint and PowerPoint, right? So maybe if Dr. Suhaila can.
Okay, actually Classpoint, to use Classpoint, we have to install it first. Actually, when we just use PowerPoint for presentation, okay, one big difference is actually we cannot have activity to just like what we have done just now. So the similarity is we can have presentation. We can I believe in Microsoft PowerPoint as well have the annotation mode, right? But the difference, okay, another difference is due to the Classpoint have whiteboard features where using Classpoint we can add uh, whiteboard during live presentation. We don't need to close the presentation and enter the new slide, and then we have to click again slide presentation. But using Classpoint, we don't need to prepare the content which has blank slide. So we can have the slide in full content. So every time we want to maybe elaborate some more, we want to annotate, or we want to write something on screen directly. We can click the whiteboard whiteboard button, and we can add whiteboard that we want. So we can actually custom the design of the whiteboard. Okay, that is another advantage of using Classpoint. Besides having quiz that we can get participation of student directly, and we can save all the response. We can save all the response, insert as our slide presentation, and that one we can save as evidence in future. Or I think that this is very good if we as students or as educators to maybe to write maybe journal paper. We can have all the data we get directly from, for example, from this workshop, we get directly, we did survey, right? And all the data can be written, and maybe we can have an educational paper, can maybe about the tools that we have for hybrid learning, maybe something like that. Okay. Okay, so actually that's all. That's all from me for today's presentation. So for my final word, technology is just a tool in terms of getting the students working together and motivating them. The teachers is the most important. Okay. Thank you very much for this opportunity. So sorry for any weakness in presenting the idea about hybrid learning. Okay, inshallah, maybe we can have another session if we have the maybe the second workshop, inshallah. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for your participation. Thank you for all the participants face to face in this meeting room, from participant in Teams meeting, as well as attendees who watch this workshop in YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I pass to you back, Madam Susan.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Suhaila, for the detailed sharing with us that it was very interesting on the Classpoint, and also how we can collaborate with the Microsoft Teams. So anyway, for the last session, I would like to hand over to our Prof. Ratnaria for her conclusion speech.
Right. Thank you very much, Suzanne, and thank you very much, Dr. Sohaila, for a very interesting presentation. Frankly, this is like my first time exploring Classpoint, although I have been using Microsoft Teams in a while for some of my classes. This is also my first time having a hybrid training or workshop. So in front of me, there's a few participants and students, and there's also the trainers as well. And we have a broad screen in front. So I feel very at ease and very satisfied when we can hear the trainer very clearly, like just like our normal classroom back before the COVID. And we can see the board and we can see our friends. But now it's a bit different because I also have my laptop in front of me, which makes me unsure. Should I look at my laptop, or should I look at the trainer, or should I look at the screen? And I also look at the students in front of me. Are they really listening to the workshop, or are they doing something at their laptop? Because everybody have their own devices. It's very difficult for the lecturer nowadays to control what are the students doing at their laptop, because we have no way of seeing it. Unless the lecturer, just like Dr. Sohaila she have made a lot of exercises that we need to respond to. So I think that is one of the way in order to get the students to be active and to be focused in what was done in the classroom itself. But one of the observation is also that it also makes me rethink what is the point for me to come to the class if I can also see the same thing in the comfort of my own house. Being behind the laptop, I can just stop sharing my face, just like what most of you are doing here. You don't have to show what you're wearing. You don't have to dress up and drive all the way here. And you can just have a cup of coffee, but we have to wait when is the time when we can have our lunch or dinner. So that's something that is we have to adapt. We have been having a lot of flexibility doing class online. We have a lot of freedom. We don't have to travel. We can eat. We can maybe discuss or doing our WhatsApp while the teacher is talking. But nowadays, after the pandemic, there will be a hybrid learning. Some will be in class. I don't know who would like to be in class. When I ask my master students, they prefer to be online. But my undergraduate students, they want to be in class. So everybody have their own choices, different circumstances, different wishes. But it's up to us to think about what should be the way forward from now on. The pandemic have showed us a lot of things. The inequalities among the students. Some may have a good device, some may have good internet connections, but some may not have the luxury to have so. The pandemic have also shown us the resilience of the teacher who are able to come up with a lot of tips and tricks in order to make their students be in front of the laptop to join the class. Although some works, some doesn't work, but we can see the solidarity and the commitment of the lecturers and teachers in order to make sure that education is still proceeded. But now after the COVID, maybe we will have another pandemic, we don't know. We have to think about what is the future out there. We should not just leave online learning just like that and come to class. And we should not just come to class and go back to the normal boring stuff. Let's use the online as well. So it's both hybrid, using online as well as being in the classroom. It's just a matter of researching again what we want to achieve out of the education system. It's not only about learning new tools, showing this and that, but we forget what is the real objective of education. So I think that is the last note. Thank you so much again, Dr. Sohaila and all the participants. I really appreciate, I actually respect those who come all the way to join us in this classroom. And thank you so much for the organizer as well and the students. I'm really thankful. This is my first experience in the hybrid classroom, and I really wish that everybody will have the same experience as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Doctor. I would like to hand over to Encik Muhammad Fitri for his closure.
Okay, thank you, Suzanne. Thank you, Dr. Associate Professor Dr. Ratnaria, and also our main speaker, Dr. Sohaila. Just a short note before I pass to the final moderator, Jibril. We have learned a lot. Me, myself, learned a lot, and I take note that some of you might face some technical difficulty just now. Maybe the speed, the pace was quite fast because a workshop that Dr. Sohaila usually take maybe one day, she had to compact into 1 hour and a half. Okay, so I have discussed with our friend Jibril, for the benefit of everyone, those in Malaysia and also outside Malaysia. This is actually outside our main program. We will be planning to do a much more detailed, maybe a much more slow pace, small group online about Classpoint especially, and also about hybrid learning. Not only for those in Malaysia, I'm also excited to assist those including from outside Malaysia, especially Nigeria. So we will contact you through the contact that we already have. And Alhamdulillah, thank you to Dr. Associate Professor Dr. Ratnaria for giving this opportunity for us, especially the student here at SoIS. One event lead to another and lead to this idea of assisting everyone so that everyone can benefit. So that's for me. And I would like to apologize also everyone for any inconvenience, any technical difficulty. Again, this is also new for all of us, not only for Dr. Ratnaria, for everyone, for Dr. Su also, I think, so quite new for her. So she did very remarkable for something quite new for her also. So that's it. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'll pass to Jibril to close the event.
On the closing note, we would like to appreciate the insightful presentations of Dr. Sohaila, the sharing experience of Dr. Ratnaria, and any other participant that participated via our YouTube live those here present in person and other people that participated through the theme. We all appreciate your participation and contribution, and we hope you all utilize the knowledge and the insightful we get from the presenter. Thank you all for your
I just want to add, sorry, I would like to appreciate and thank you also for Mr. Mirza from Medan, Indonesia, assisting technical. We are here in Malaysia and we have Mr. Mirza from Medan assisting technical and YouTube live. Thank you for Mihusha also in Kuala Lumpur. So this is really hybrid. Not only the organizer is, not only the participant, even the organizer is hybrid. There are those outside Malaysia assisting this. Okay, back to Jibril.
Thank you all for your participation, particularly for my colleagues and friends from Nigeria. We appreciate your participation. We learned that it is early morning in Nigeria, but despite the inconveniences, you find time to attend our event. We really appreciate your participation. Those from Pakistan, Somalia, and any other part of the globe you participated, wherever you are, we really appreciate your participation. Thank you once again. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Sorry, please, the refreshment is there waiting. So maybe after we observe prayer, we can go there and have our lunch together, please.
I would like to.
For Nigerian is lunch.
Yeah. But sorry, I call it lunch.
Okay, so since we finished recording, again,